Alright then, time for a proper episode. Technically, I mean, fuck it. Even though I'm gonna be playing with a trainer, I might as well remind myself how do you play this bloody game. Which, I mean, it looks old, but I think it's still very much fun. And I just hope that it doesn't look too bad, and it won't look too bad on YouTube.
Welcome to the Dawn of War tutorial. By listening to me and reading the text that appears in this message box, you will learn how to play a skirmish game. The mouse is your primary method of surveying the battle, selecting units and structures, and issuing orders. The mouse controls the camera. The camera represents your current view of the battlefield. To pan the camera, simply move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. Do this now. To rotate the camera to gain a different view of the battle, press the Alt key and move your mouse. Do this now. You can zoom in on something to see it up close by spinning the mouse wheel forward. Do this now. To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard. Do this now. Excellent. You've returned the camera to its default playing view. By panning, rotating, and zooming the camera in and out, you can get whatever view of the battlefield you wish. To quickly return the camera to your base from anywhere on the battlefield, press the Home key on your keyboard. Do this now. Excellent. You've returned the camera to your base. The diamond-shaped display in the lower left-hand corner of your screen is your minimap. You can use the minimap to see where your units and structures are located, to quickly scan the battlefield, to issue quick orders, and so on. The minimap displays the locations of all strategic points on the battlefield, as well as other items of strategic importance. Fog of War prevents you from seeing things where you do not have a presence. As you move units into an area, the Fog of War will be lifted.
Warhammer.
Now we will bring up the objective menu. The objective menu provides you with a list of all the primary and secondary objectives assigned to you by the game. Mouse over the objectives to get the description of each.
Alright.
Excellent. Anytime you want to refer to the objectives menu, click on the OBJ button on the upper menu bar. Select your stronghold and look for the Scout Marine Squad icon located in the lower right corner of the screen. Click this button now. Take note of the small bar that is gradually filling up. This progress bar gives you an indication of how close something is to being ready.
Scouts reporting for duty.
You now have a Scout Marine Squad. Strategic points are located in areas of high strategic value on the battlefield. Capturing and controlling the strategic points on the battlefield is how you increase your requisition resource. Order the Scout Marine Squad to capture a strategic point by right-clicking on
enemy territory.
Capturing a strategic point takes time. Do not move the capturing squad away from the strategic point until the progress bar is full. Otherwise, you will not take control of the strategic point.
Alright. Can I make... Yes, I can.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Oh, they're like teleportarium? I think it can be described like that.
Scouts awaiting orders. Area
Excellent.
secured.
The point is ours. You must continue to capture strategic points to get more requisition resource, which allows you to build more units and structures. Select your stronghold and build a servitor. Servitors are required to build additional structures. Servitors are always available from the stronghold.
Alright.
The servitor has arrived. Servitors are the Space Marines builder unit. Anytime you wish to build a new structure, you must use a servitor. Select the servitor and build a listening post on the captured strategic point.
Initializing build protocol.
Alright.
The listening post fortifies your hold of a strategic point, increasing your requisition rate at the same time.
With building stuff, not what it became in second game, which was okay, but the basic campaign was so repetitive. I hope that the other one won't be as such. But you can also visualize a lot of things.
Excellent. The point is now protected from enemy retaliation. You should continue to build listening posts on all your captured strategic
Yeah,
points.
that's a
Some structures,
something.
vehicles, and
serve.
research require power to function. Building a plasma generator will supply you with the power you need to keep your force going. Select your servitor and build
Initializing
a
build
plasma generator.
protocol.
The more plasma generators you have, the faster you will build up the power resource.
Although it's probably for the best to build them at the headquarters, I'm not sure. No wait, because it can only support limited number of them. That's fine.
You now have power. Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate. Note that there is a limit to how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold. Notice the white ring that appears around some of your structures when you are deciding where to build. This is the control zone. Most structures can only be constructed within the control zone, while others, like listening posts, can be built at other locations. When you are trying to place a new structure, its color changes from red to green as you move it around. A green color indicates that the structure can be placed at that location so that building will begin. Select your servitor and build a chapel barracks structure.
I will do as you ask.
The chapel barracks is the structure where you can build more advanced Space Marine infantry units.
Coming here because upgrades.
Yes, most beneficent one.
And they are not speaking in binary. I mean that's good, otherwise I wouldn't understand them. Come on. But at least it makes sense how it's
Excellent.
here.
The chapel barracks is finished. Select your chapel barracks and build a Space Marine squad. These elite warriors
Here to
will
serve.
form the core of your military force.
Okay, first commander. Yeah, everything arrives from space, which makes a lot of sense.
Marine squad deployed at your
Space Marine
command.
squads are your all-purpose fighting force. They are powerful and resilient and, with research, can be upgraded to counter almost any threat. They can also capture strategic points. Reinforcing is the act of calling in additional troops to bring your squad
At
to
your command.
maximum combat effectiveness. Select a Space Marine squad. Click the Reinforce Squad button to add one new unit to your squad. You can reinforce during
Faith is
battle
our shield.
in the event that a brother Space Marine falls to the enemy. You can click the Reinforce Squad button multiple times to bring the squad to full strength. Congratulations!
We
You have
stand
reinforced
ready.
your Space Marine squad.
Moving
All
out.
units and vehicles have a health rating. Health is represented by the small green bar underneath each squad or vehicle.
Fear
Remember,
denies
a squad
faith.
takes damage as a whole. When enough damage has been inflicted on the squad, a unit will die. If you lose any units during a fight, you can reinforce to bring your squad back to full strength. Make sure you watch the strength of your squad in battle. Reinforce often to make sure your squads are as effective as possible. Remember that when a unit with a heavy weapon dies, you lose that weapon from the squad.
Okay, that makes
You
sense.
will need to upgrade the squad to get the heavy weapon back. Select the chapel barracks and build a force commander. The force commander acts as a hero for your army. The force commander is a veteran of thousands of battles, and his combat prowess is unrivaled. He will lead your force to victory.
Yeah, too bad I have to wait. Also, I realized that I won't be able to bomb rush this as quickly as I thought because I don't have instant build option in trainer. Only like at 10,000 manpower, at 1,000 power, and have like unlimited unit count. So yeah, this won't be as easy as I thought. And of course no god mode. And I guess it will only mean that I be careful a little bit.
I
Excellent.
command in the name of the
Force
Emperor.
Commander has arrived. The Force
My
Commander
faith
cannot
is
capture
my
points,
shield.
but is a skilled warrior who can be upgraded with powerful abilities. The Space Marine's other commander unit will become available as you build more facilities
Agreed.
and unlock
Follow
more
my
research.
lead.
Select your Force Commander and click the Attach button.
Taking
Now,
command.
select a Space Marine squad. This Space Marine squad is greatly enhanced by the addition of the Force Commander, but he can also fight effectively on his own. To detach the leader from this squad, simply select the squad, then click the Detach
My
icon.
duty calls.
It is located in the same place as the Attach icon. Very good. You are mastering advanced concepts that will help you to annihilate your enemies. Select a squad and take note of the small blue bar just under the squad's health bar. This blue
Awaiting
bar
orders.
represents the morale of your squad. Morale represents the effectiveness of your units in battle. Think of it as a combination of mental focus, courage, and the willingness to fight. Various weapons in the game inflict morale damage as well as health damage. When your squad takes morale damage, the small blue bar will decrease, just like the health bar does. When a squad's morale becomes too low, the squad will break. A broken squad has lost the will to fight, and its combat effectiveness is drastically reduced. You do not lose control of broken squads. It is your choice whether to leave them in battle or retreat to gather strength.
Space Marines
Also,
do not retreat.
certain units have abilities
Well,
that can
maybe.
increase the morale of a squad. Morale can be an effective tool against your enemies. By destroying your enemy's morale, you cause them to lose combat effectiveness, making them much easier to kill. In this way, a small but properly armed squad can destroy an enemy force of superior numbers. Remember, tactics and strategy can turn the tide of almost any battle. Make sure you use this knowledge to achieve victory on the battlefield. Select your servitor and build
Here
an
to
armory
serve.
now.
Initializing build protocol.
You must build an armory in order to access weapon upgrades. Squads can be equipped with a variety of weaponry, allowing
Ever
you to prepare
vigilant.
them against different enemy types.
Orders received.
Great, I got the girl of the kind.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Also playing the games might have realized how the bolters
Excellent. The armory is operational. Select your Space Marine squad
We stand
and click
ready.
the Upgrade Heavy Bolter icon to upgrade a squad member. Notice a heavy bolter appears in one of your squad members' hands. This procedure can be performed with any of the available weapon upgrades. Initially, you can only upgrade 2 units of your total squad with heavy weapons. By doing further research at the armory, you can unlock the capability to upgrade more. Excellent! You have upgraded your Space Marine squad. You can upgrade your squads anywhere on the battlefield to weapons that are well suited to counter your enemy. Select the stronghold and click the monastery upgrade icon. We must upgrade the stronghold to a monastery to gain access to squad leaders and other powerful research options and structures. Leaders are highly skilled warriors that can be added to some Space Marine squads. You will need strong leaders if you are to defeat your enemies.
Alright. I mean, let's get stuff that can help. I mean, it's a tutorial, so I don't really want to
Direct us to the enemy.
bother.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Probably the worst part in the tutorial is that you just
The monastery is
For the
complete.
Emperor!
You can now add sergeants to some of your Space Marine squads.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Sergeants are valiant leaders that improve the combat ability and morale of the squad they are part of. They will inspire your Marines to greater feats of heroism.
Alright, so first commander, squad leader. So these guys should be quite tough. Maybe. Who knows?
Today
Excellent.
the enemy
Your
shall
sergeant
know
has
fear.
arrived. Note that your sergeants are part of the squad and cannot leave it. Select your chapel barracks and build another Space Marine squad.
Setting up a rally point is always good.
My faith is my shield. I shall not fail.
Marine squad deployed. What is your order?
Okay. What are you supposed to do? Oh, upgrade.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
And wait, let's go with like Sun Lancer Plasma.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Fear denies faith.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Heresy grows from idleness. Fear denies faith. Ever vigilant.
Wait, that's how the plasma looks?
What would you have me do?
Plasma gun. Yeah, seems like it.
Awaiting orders. Understood. Heresy grows from idleness.
I hope that this will be enough.
Yes, my lord. Onward to glory! Orders received, brother.
Oh yeah, and he needs time to set up. Yeah, Sergeant.
Excellent. You have built a Space Marine squad and brought it to full strength. To mount an effective attack, you should try to have several Space Marine squads
While the enemies of
fully
the Emperor
reinforced
still
with
draw
strength
breath, there
and
can be
upgraded
no
with special
peace.
weapons and a sergeant. Your field base has supplies and logistics to support a finite number of squads. The number of squads you can support at any given time is called your squad cap. You can see your current squad cap in the resource area at the top of your screen. Once you have reached your maximum squad cap, you will not be able to call in any additional squads, so it's very important to keep an eye on this as you're building up your forces. You can increase your squad cap by building certain structures and researching upgrades, but there is always a maximum beyond which you cannot go. Some types of terrain can provide your squads with protection from enemy fire.
Scouts awaiting
This is
orders.
called cover. Select one of your infantry squads and move it into
Scouts
cover.
advance.
The area of cover has been identified with a marker known as a ping. It is visible on the minimap as well as in the world.
Taking heavy fire!
Cover is useful in that it can provide your squads with additional defensive bonuses,
We are
which
the
make them
Emperor's
harder to kill.
chosen.
It's easy to see cover in the terrain.
Onward
Just
to
look for your mouse
glory!
cursor to change as you pass over large bombed-out
This
craters
day
and cities,
shall be a
or patches of
glorious
thick
one
foliage
for the
in jungle.
Imperium.
You'll notice that when you move your squads into an area of cover, a small cover icon will appear above them. This indicates that they are receiving a defensive bonus. Excellent. Your squad is in cover. Units in cover are harder targets to shoot and take less damage from ranged attacks because of this. Use cover well to gain tactical advantages over your enemies. The best way to make sure you have enough requisition resource is to capture and secure strategic points. Explore the map around your base with your Space Marine squads
I shall
and
not
capture
fail.
any strategic points you encounter along the way.
Strategic
complete this
point
objective,
identified.
you must capture 3 strategic points.
What is your order? Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
Yeah, these guys have more.
Praise the Emperor.
Here. Oh,
Yes, Lord.
Servitor. They could be just getting quicker.
Taking hits.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Objective acquired.
I mean, yeah, technically there is one here.
I await your instructions.
Wait, can I only build listening posts on these?
With all due haste.
Seems like that.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter. Rally squad!
Make sure you use your servitor to build listening posts on any captured strategic points. This fortifies them against your enemies.
Take and hold. Taking hits.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At your command.
I await your instructions.
Wait, what's my objective? And secure.
As you
Okay.
wish. I will do
Yes, my
as you
lord.
ask.
Understood.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
What's your order? For the glory of the Imperium.
Excellent. You have captured 3 strategic points and built listening posts on them. Taking and holding strategic points is key to defeating your enemies. You can capture critical
While the
locations
enemies of the
just
Emperor
like
still
strategic
draw
points.
breath, there can be
In some
no
multiplayer
peace.
games, capturing
We
and
are the
holding one or
advantage
more of
sources.
these critical locations can
Position
win you the
secure.
game. You also get requisition from any critical locations you control.
Cleanse,
Use a squad to
purge,
capture a critical
kill.
location. Critical locations are
vigilant.
points on the map that represent locations of critical strategic importance. Excellent. You captured a critical location. Note that critical locations cannot
Direct
have
us
listening
to the
posts built on
enemy.
them. You must find other ways to hold them. Holding relics gives you access to your army's best units and vehicles.
On alert, brothers.
Hold on to them to
the
ensure
enemy
you have
must be
access to
nearby.
your best technology. Use a squad to
Objective
capture
locked.
a relic. Relics are sacred points of great value.
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be
What is
nearby.
your order?
Praise the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen. You will be killed, my brothers. Taking heavy fire.
I await your instructions.
Yeah, because those bloody heretics, cultists are not that tough now.
Ever vigilant.
Yeah, they're wondering, do we go? should I stay or should I
Yes,
go now?
most beneficent one.
Excellent. You have captured a relic. You can build listening posts to fortify captured relics. You can also capture your
us to the
opponent's
enemy.
relics to deny them access to their best units and technology. Use your servitor to build a machine cult.
Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
Wait, did it auto-regenerated?
Just like the chapel barracks is used to build infantry units, the machine cult
Understood.
is used to build vehicles. Vehicles are tough and nearly impervious to the attacks of non-upgraded infantry. They are a fundamental part of your army and can carry powerful
Taking heavy
support weapons.
fire! Kill, burn! Maim, kill, burn!
Maybe that's what you got.
Yes, my lord. Weapons at ready. It is time. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Guess we are waiting for this. And if you don't have quick build, it's yes. Yes, adaptive
Excellent.
mechanicals.
You now have a machine cult. You can build powerful vehicles from this building. Note that your field base can only support a finite number of vehicles. This limit is known as the vehicle cap. Just like squad cap, once you have reached your maximum, you cannot build any more vehicles. You can research technology at your stronghold that will increase your vehicle cap. Congratulations! You've completed the learning session of the tutorial. It is time to put what you have learned to work. Take control of the force and build up your strength so you can crush your enemy. Use infantry units to capture strategic points, and servitors to build listening posts on them. Continue to build structures.
While
and
the
carry
enemies
out
of the
research that
Emperor
will
still
increase your
draw
effectiveness
breath,
in
there
battle.
can be
Build
no
additional
peace.
squads and vehicles. Make sure you research upgrades
By my
that
command,
will increase both your
attack!
squad
What's your
cap
order?
and vehicle
Fear
cap. Take
our
this
wrath.
battlefield, and the next,
We will crush
and the
the
next after
enemies of
that.
the Imperium.
The fight will never end until your enemies are crushed.
Yes, most beneficent
I
one.
mean, I guess, but I really...
Initializing build protocol.
I'm going to be quite miffed if I have to. I mean, we can start building stuff.
The enemy is attacking!
Yeah, that heavy bolter. It's not much.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Fear the
breath,
night.
there can be no peace.
No, maybe. I don't know.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've dealt with them, so I'm just gonna call it a day on this tutorial and deal with something better. I'm gonna resume recording soon when we start with a first proper mission.